Hey yo, what's cracking YouTube? It's your boy Notorious V, back in the building with a little update. You know what I mean? We're just gonna be talking about a few things. I got the Xbox Live preview update, which basically is the Facebook, Twitter app, Last FM, which is banging. We're gonna talk about that later, and also have like the Zoom HD 1080p stuff. Also, for the coming soon for the videos, got that Left 4 Dead 2 preview code. I mean, the early demo code from GameStop, a little exclusive. But you can't put it in. Today is the 26th. I can't put it in till 11 p.m. Pacific time tomorrow, the 27th. So on the back in red letters it says, "Do not put the code in before then, or it'll become invalid." So make sure if you did get the preview code, don't try to put it in earlier just to get it, because it'll make the code invalid. Then you got to go back and explain to people at GameStop, who gonna look at you like you're retarded, like you didn't read the back. So anyway, that's that. Also picked up that Borderlands. You know what I mean? I heard so much about it. It's been a sleeper game because I haven't heard too much about it. Like, with the whole Call of Duty buzz going on and so many games hitting the market. So I kind of held off on it. But now it's like everybody has it, and it's kind of like they saying it's like Fallout 3, but much more fun because it's kind of first person shooter when you're not doing other stuff. And it's 4 players co-op online, which is definitely a bonus. So my people's supposed to be getting later tonight. So I'll definitely be cracking this open and giving y'all a review of that. But anyway, back to the nitty gritty. Let's go ahead and check out some of the features of this new update. Now the first thing you will have is a new preview channel, which you can have announcements on there. It'll tell you the latest thing about, this is just an intro saying thank you for participation in the early, release. It also has new features, so it explains what they have. So if you don't know, it has Facebook, Twitter, Last FM, Zoom Video Marketplace, Xbox Live News, and more. And then of course, you get stuck. They got the helping tips. You know what I mean? But the first thing we're gonna crack open is the 1080p Zoom Marketplace. Comes in full HD 1080p, which I think is pretty cool. Now this is, if you don't have Netflix, this is really I mean, it's beneficial if you have Netflix, but it's really dope if you don't, because Netflix you have to sign up for, paying a little bit of money for. This you don't. This you can just go in. If you want a movie, you can go ahead, pop in, boom, I want this movie. 1,200 points, comes in full HD. Don't have to worry about it. You know what I mean? You good to go. You can do new releases. They got Fast and Furious, Crank 2, top purchases, top rentals, because you can rent movies too. So if you don't want to own it or have it, it'll, just like Xbox normally does, you rent it, you can watch it for 24 hours or something like that. But it's cool because if you don't want to sign up for Netflix, you still have options as far as renting movies, and it kind of put it into a nice space now, so it's not kind of all over the place on the dashboard. But that's pretty much it for that. A little cool feature. All right, moving right along, we're gonna hit up the Facebook app, which is real cool. But first, let's go to the Twitter app. And of course, it has you log in, the information and stuff. Cool little display. And it has the what you're doing recently. It has all your twits and twats or whatever you want to call them. And you could just hit X. You can go to what you were doing to put what you want to do. Search trending topics. It's cool because you can view pictures and stuff like that on here. Of course, you can't view video, but they may be fixed next week, or they may be fixing that. This is the early copy, so you don't know what they're gonna fix. But that's it. Twitter, you can retweet. It doesn't. The only thing, it doesn't make the bird sound like the one from my iPhone does. It doesn't make the chirper sound, so it'll just appear. But let's go ahead and log out of that. Only thing, that's one thing that is annoying. You have to log out. You can't stay logged in and be doing other stuff and just get like an update. So now the Facebook joint is real cool. I'm gonna zoom out so I don't see all my friends' names and all that. I ain't trying to get put on blast for nothing. But the Facebook app is pretty cool, and it allows you to go ahead and it allows you to go ahead and it has home, friends, profile. You can find your Xbox friends. You can view your friends. You can view your profiles. Like you can go ahead and go through their profiles. Oops, that's mine. You can go ahead and zoom through their profiles. You know what I'm saying? You can zoom through their names and all that. And it's cool. You can update that, but again, you have to log in and out of that too, which is kind of annoying. You know, when you wanted something a little bit quicker, like kind of boom boom. Like for instance, you know, if everybody has it on their phone or you know whatever cell phone they have, it's just a button press away rather than having to open the menu to log in. So, but now we come to the creme de la creme, homie. The Last FM, which I think is fire. It's so tight. It's like Pandora, but it has pictures of the artist and it kind of fades pictures in and out the whole time, which is cool. Plus, you can skip as many songs as you want, so it's not like a limit of 6. Like Pandora lets you skip 6 songs, and that's it. But you have recent stations, because of course you can search your library stations. They do recommendations for you based on what you listen to. Popular stations with based on what everyone listens to. Different tag stations. So you ever been in the mood for something, but you don't know the artist of that genre, like. I feel like doing some jazz or whatever, but you don't know really any good jazz artists. They have like acoustic, ambient, blues, classical, country, electronic, emo, folk. Just so you can just kind of, it'll give you some artists that are in the list. Like for instance, if you go to hip hop, it'll give you a list of the names of the, kind of the latest hip hop joints, The Roots, Kanye West, Jay-Z. They have gamer stations, video game soundtrack, 8-bit soundtrack, which I haven't even listened to, so I'm going to check it out with y'all right now. 8-bit tag radio. So I guess it's 8-bit music based on like old school video games for us old retro heads. And you can start a new station, which is basically the search, So if you know somebody's name you want to put in, you can do that. But let's go to my Jadakiss station. Just so I can see how the artist pictures come up. That looks pretty cool. Hold on a second, let me set it up. Alright, Jadakiss Radio. Blah, 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 blah. That's the locks, alright. And you can fade that into the background so you won't see that panel, and it'll disappear eventually. For some reason, this one doesn't have a lot of pictures. Let's try another one. Let's try. What was I listening to the other day? Hold up. Hold on, people. You must hold on. I was rocking something. What was I rocking? Let's do B.I.G. radio. You know what I mean? And it has like little mini advertisements like this, but they last for like all the 10 seconds. And then you right back to the music, you know what I mean? And then it'll have stuff pop up. But the cool thing I like too, and I know Pandora does this too, but it's just cool to have it, is if you go to info, you can, of course, halt the song, don't play it again, stop the music. But if you're info panel, it brings up another display panel. And you can see how many people view the station, how many listeners, go through the photos, get a little biography of the life, people that sound similar artists. It's cool. I think it's real cool for just, when you're chilling instead of watching squiggly lines and color pattern. You know what I'm saying? You get to actually, see some stuff about the artist or whatever. So that's real cool. So anyway, that's pretty much it for this video. It's about to end. It's almost at the 10-minute mark. But yeah, it's definitely something that is going to be real popular with the Xbox people. You know what I'm saying? Just little bonuses. Of course, it's free for Gold members. So you don't have to worry about paying no kind of subscription fee. So once again, it's your boy Notorious V. And we're going to holler at you later. 100.